Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olive and today I'm going to show you how to make this skirt. It takes a short time if you are dedicated to it, and just follow the simple steps I'm going to show you. And please, if you are new to my channel, subscribe and like. I use a normal cotton yarn, pair of scissors, a hook. I used a 3mm, the measuring tape. So let's start. We'll start by chaining 12 chains. Chains, stitch 1, single crochet all the way down in each stitch. In each, I use a normal cotton yarn, pair of scissors, a hook. I used a 3mm, the measuring tape. So let's start. We'll start by chaining 12 chains. Chains, stitch 1, single crochet all the way down in each stitch. In each, you have a small chain. This is how it looks. You yarn over once, then you turn your work. So the next part we are going to, actually this part we are making a waistband, so it's normally stretchy and a bit of thick. So we are going to go back with a single crochet again on our back, but on our last stitch here. So just look, so we go back but on our last stitch until all the way again. A bit simple, since you are going to repeat this process until you do around 60 rows or 50 according to your waist. But your chain, make sure you count your stitches. Like for me, we are doing 12, so these are 12 stitches. So once on your second row, yarn over, chain 1, then you change your work. back. Now you see, make sure you start with the first chain at the end, go back again with a single crochet with this process until you do the length of your waist. For my length, I'm doing around 20 inches, a 28 waist. I'll be doing around 58 to 60 rows. So if you are 28, 30 waist, you'll be doing 20 inches chain. If you are 26 waist, you'll be doing around 19-inch chain. Keep on repeating until we meet at the end. So this, if you are 28 inches, be around 10 inches. Why not stretch? When you stretch, see it's around at this. When you stretch is around 14, which is at 28. We are done with our waistband. The next part we are going to do is to join now our waistband. See how it looks a bit stretchy to right. So we are going to align our waistband any side of your choice. So I will choose this side. Make sure it's equal. If you don't know how to measure, you can just count your rows to make sure it's equal. When joining our waist, use the back loops like the way we were doing, but now with a single crochet. So you do a single crochet with it. Back loops of each side. Meet at the far end to continue with the next process, which will be our body. Now done joining. So the next part we are going to do, we are going to mix to align them with a single crochet again around our waistband, just to make our work neat before we start off with our body. So do a single crochet, into your chain. Single crochet all around your waistband to make your work neat. Please note that I'm doing this on my right side of the waistband. When we were joining, we did the wrong side, then we to the right side. So keep doing the single crochets all around our chain. Make sure you enter each and every stitch just to make your work neat. That then I'll see you at the end. Crochet all around your waistband to make your work neat. Please note that I'm doing this on my right side of the waistband. When we were joining, we did the wrong side, then we to the right side. So keep doing the single crochets all around our chain. Make sure you enter each and every stitch just to make your work neat. That then I'll see you at the end. At the end of my chain, so let's finish up together. We have been doing single crochets all around to make our work neat. So I'm just going to finish off with single crochets again, and I am going to join with a slip stitch to the last two chains. Once you are here, chain 3 now. We are starting off our skirt body. Once you chain 3, we are going to do a double crochet. So for a double crochet, just yarn over, enter your stitch, yarn over again, and then yarn over the third time. So there are those who usually prefer doing half double crochet all around, but for me I chose a double crochet for now, since it's a bit faster and time conscious compared to the other types. So repeat the same. We are done all around our body. So basically this is the body of the skirt. So we'll keep doing crochets all around until we meet at the end. The next part is just simple. We are just going to repeat the same. The difference is once we do 2 rows, we do an extension. So I'll be going to show you how to do those extensions to meet your hips. Is all around your chain. Yeah, this is how my work looks like. We are going to meet here. End of my row 1. We'll finish up together. Around our row. Join the 3rd stitch with a slip stitch. So go to the 3rd stitch and then just join off with a slip stitch like that. So comes in. So we'll be doing our stitch markers at the end of at the corners of each. So basically for me to do the corners, I usually turn my work like this, and again do like this just to make it even. Exact point where I'll be putting my stitch marker. So as you can see, I'll be putting here and here. So putting here my stitch marker. You can also count your rows to be sure. If you have done 60 rows, you count 30 each side, 30 each side. Stitch marker, you go around until that point where you get where your stitch marker is. When you get where your stitch marker is, I'm going to add 2 inches, like not inches, sorry, 2 stitches each. And then the third row, you're not going to do an extension, we'll be doing an extension to the 4th row. So basically you are going to do extensions after each and every 2 rows. So let's do our double crochet again until we meet where our stitch marker is. I'll do an extension, then we'll do also this side an extension. Remove that stitch marker, then to the same stitch do 3 double crochets in the same stitch where we are doing extension. 3 double crochets. Put your stitch marker in the middle of the 3 double crochet you have done. 3, then put stitch marker at the middle to make your work neat. So again we are going to go back with a double crochet, just a single one now. So go back with a double crochet just the way you have been doing until again you get to a point where your stitch marker is, and again do an extension of 3 double crochets in the same chain where you have put your stitch marker, and put your stitch marker at the middle here. So we'll be going around again until we get here to this point. Once we get to this point again, we'll be doing 3 double crochets here in this chain. Be doing 3 double crochets, and kindly note that you are only extending 2 after every 2 rows. So once we extend the 2nd row, the 3rd row we are not going to extend. We're going to extend the 4th row and the 6th and the 8th. So we'll be doing that until you do the length of your skirt, but I'll be going to show you once we are at the middle. I'm going to show you how to measure your hips. So I'm almost done with my skirt. So far I have done like 12 inches of height, and like I told you before, when you hit your hips target, no need of extension. So far done 12 inches. So the next part we are going to do now is to put on the design down below. So with this design you chain, I had already chained 3, so you add 1 to make it 4. Then the next part, now you are going to skip this and will be now doing a double crochet on the next one. Then you yarn over once, so you will be skipping 1 and then do a double crochet in the next chain, then you yarn over once. This is how it will be looking when you are done. So you'll be skipping this one, then you do double crochet on top of the next one. Do skip this, then do a double crochet on top of the next one. So be repeating the same but without doing extension. So you skip this to do a double crochet on top of that one, doing the same and come back, do the same until you hit your length. Although for me, I'm doing just a short length. First row of the chain, so we are going to join together. So you yarn over, like I was saying, you skip one, then you chain at the top of the next one. One, you are not going to, you're just going to skip, and then you are going to a slip stitch up here. So the last one, you're not going to chain down, I will be slip stitching down up there, and then you do 3 rows. It's going to do on top of these chains. Yarn over, then you do on top of the chain, that until you reach your length, your preferred length. Until we meet at the end of your choice. I am done with my skirt. I did around so I did these rows, I did 6 and added the last one, the 7th one, which I did full at the back, and at the front I did just half. So at the front I have 6 chains, at the back 7. And then the height of this skirt, you can do your own height, your preferred height. For me, I did only 13 inches long skirt. And then on the chain part, you will chain, it's not a must you have a chain, but for me I did a chain. So you do like around 150 chains and then come and fix. So just to fix is simple. You just pick 2 rows each, and then you stitch your chain on your hook just like that, and then you pull it through.